So if you follow astrological content, you likely understand that people manifest, quote unquote, with the new moon, and then they release with the full moon. So what's happening is we have a new moon. I want quote unquote manifest because I know it's a buzzword right now in the spiritual community. Basically, what a new moon is the moon and the sun are in the exact same sign in the sky. So the moon is our subconscious self and the sun is our conscious self. What we consciously focus on every day is the sun. And it takes 30 days to get into one sign. So right now we're at the tail end of Libra season, right? We're about to enter into Scorpio season this week. So the sun, consciously, we've been focusing on our Libra house in our birth chart, Libra themes. What is Libra? Libra is around balance. Libra is around harmony. Libra is around justice, and Libra is around fairness, okay? What this really conceptualizes in is Libra rules relationships. Why? Because in a relationship, you are mirrored back to you things about yourself. And through relationships, we really can unpack our deep desires. Cue Scorpio, the next sign. So Libra is like, hey, I like you. You're hot. You're cute. Let's date. Oh my God, I love you. Let's get married. Great. You're in a relationship. When you're in a committed relationship, I'm sure you get triggered. Just like if you have a business partner, you and your business partner aren't always going to agree on something. You're going to get triggered by your business partner, but this is a window into learning, how do I balance myself with others? How do I not lose myself in relationship, but I stand ground my needs and my boundaries? Aries, the opposite sign. So we're not talking about Aries though, because it's not a full moon. It's a new moon. The moon and the sun are both in Libra. So it's really around, how do you show up in partnership? This is a new beginning for you. Where do you need to set boundaries so that your life is balanced? Where are you overgiving? Where are you undergiving? Now, the other part of the chart is going to give us more information of what could be happening. What I'm noticing from this chart is there are some deep desires that you have not spoken to your partner, to your friends, to whoever about. There are secrets. There are things you might be shameful of. There are some deep, like even sexual needs. There's something that really wants to come to the forefront. How do I know this? Mars and Mercury are conjunct in Scorpio. What that means is if Libra is like, okay, we're together, we're committed, I love you, you're hot, we have fun together. Scorpio is, but now we have to heal together. Okay? So Libra is, we got married. Anyone can get married. Anyone can have a contract. But Scorpio is, we merge. There's intimacy. There's vulnerability. So on this new moon, you are promising yourself that you are going to speak out of what you feel. You are going to share emotions, right? This is supported by Jupiter in Cancer, which all Jupiter wants to do is expand your emotional body, expand your need to be nurtured, expand your bandwidth to nurture others. It wants you to tap into your emotions. There's a grand water trine, AKA there's a lot of astrological energy of water. And what does water mean? Water means emotions. So even though we have this airy new moon where we need to communicate things, it's a new beginning around communicating information. What are you communicating? You're communicating your emotions. You're communicating intuitively what you feel. Now, Saturn is in Pisces in this grand trine. Let me just show you actually, once again, my screen. So Saturn is right here, guys. What I was talking about, Mars and Mercury, your deep desires, communicating even trauma, being more vulnerable, being more intimate with your partner, all of that. That's right here. And again, not just your partner in love life, but business, any type of partnership. It's speaking to Jupiter. Jupiter's supporting it. That's great. Jupiter's like, yes, share your emotions. Okay. Then it's also being supported by Saturn. Saturn is around being disciplined. Saturn is around thinking about your long-term goals. What is the end goal of you sharing this information? Being very clear about that. It's in the sign of Pisces. So again, your intuition is going to be guiding you. Spirit is going to be guiding you. There is a deeper level of you opening up right now. So think about that. This is a new beginning in your relationship life. This is a new beginning of creating balance in your relationship, creating justice and fairness in your relationship. Again, you could be the selfish one. You could be the overgiver. It doesn't really matter. This is a reckoning of the scales for you. And the way you are going to get it is if you actually share how you feel. A concept that many people actually struggle with in their life, right? So then there's going to be challenges with sharing, and I can give you some insight of what might be happening. This new moon is squaring Pluto. You are going to feel like you might die when you share your emotions. You are going to feel like this is so intimate and this is so vulnerable and this is so uncomfortable because that Pluto aspect is asking you to kill off parts of yourself, parts of your ego, parts of your subconscious that you literally don't need anymore, but you're clinging to for safety. So the old relationship patterns that you once were, you don't need anymore, but you might feel like you do out of safety and security, but you don't. Okay? So allowing that fear to actually drive you, allowing that fear to realize if I move through this fear and I actually speak my truth and I actually share what's on my heart, I'm going to feel 10 times better. We at times allow the here and now to cloud where we're going. But sometimes we have to go through the pain of the here and now to be able to get to the beauty of the future. And the future hasn't been written yet. So you get to write it. So that's what's coming up with this square. Other thing that's coming up is potentially over the next few days, what's going to force you to speak this out, this truth out, is an unexpected person or thing or information or download in your mind. It's going to be like, oh my God, everything's clicking. Very unexpected. That's what's going to kind of trigger some of this. It might come out of left field. You could be watching this video right now and being like, oh, there's nothing I need to communicate. I don't blah, 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 blah. And then days later, it's going to be like, oh, that's what it was, right? So be open to unexpected things coming into your reality, unexpected information, and then trusting your intuition that this is the thing and I need to share this. Or this is even maybe like a psychic download you get and you're like, no, that can't be real. No, it's real. It could be real. It could be very real because of the rest of the week astrology. So let me go into the rest of the week. And at the end, I'll do a quick overview of every rising sign of what this new moon, what areas of your life to really focus on. So basically, we have the new moon happening on October 21st at like 5:30 a.m. It's like 5:20 something a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. That is on October 21st. So seeds are being planted. All the things I'm talking about does not have to happen on October 21st. Some people, it might literally happen on the new moon. Other people, it is going to slowly unravel as the moon grows. And this is why we plant seeds. Again, I'm going to kind of go back to a new moon. On a new moon is because our subconscious self, like I said, and our conscious self are merged. We're focusing on the same energy. And then the moon keeps moving, our subconscious. We keep focusing on the rest of our birth chart, and then we get a full moon. And this could happen literally 6 months from now. So during Aries season, we have a full moon in Libra. This could be all coming into fruition. This could happen in 2 weeks from now when we have a full moon in Taurus. Everyone's timeline is different. But basically, the moon takes the seed that your conscious self, your spirit, and your subconscious self, your soul, planted on the new moon, and we'll grow it into reality. So with all of that, we have the new moon. We have the seeds being planted. You can manifest. What I would recommend is you write down things in your life that you want to call in around Libra. Love, relationships, fairness, justice, diplomacy. Add whatever house I say later on, but you could also manifest anything you want. But you can also manifest anything you want, okay? Let me leave that there. So on new moons, write a list of things that you want to call in. Maybe you're more of a general manifester. What do you want to feel? Maybe you don't want to call in anything specific. You just want to feel into something. I want to feel happiness. I want to feel gratitude. Doesn't really matter. Write it down. Libra is an air sign, so speak it. Write it down and speak it to the world with conviction. Then the very next day, well, technically, I think actually that day, we have Scorpio season, the 22nd of October. No. And then the next day, we have Scorpio season. The sun is going to enter into Scorpio on October 22nd. So we came out of Libra season. Libra season is rebalancing. It is the beginning of fall. It is the beginning of the darkness coming back. And it is the beginning of the shedding. It is the beginning of, oh, I'm seeing myself in a different way. Things are being mirrored to me, right? Okay. Scorpio season is the time that we go within. We go within in the darkness. I'm not talking about like winter, like the dead of winter. I am talking about we are going in to our soul. And it's more of emotional season. This specific Scorpio season, there's a lot of things happening astrologically that we'll be getting into week after week after week. But for the next week, it's the beginning of looking at yourself from a lens of vulnerability, letting yourself feel your feels, letting yourself be honest with yourself around what you truly desire in life. No more bullshitting. No more doing things because you're told to do it. No more doing things because, oh, it's the money and money is safety. Scorpio doesn't give a shit about that. That is Taurus. We have a full moon in Taurus coming. Taurus wants safety and stability. It rules over money. But we get so stuck in that because of the programming. Scorpio's like, guys, can we just transform while we're here? Can we heal our shit and then actually go after what we desire? Can we heal our shit and actually have deep relationships that are fulfilling? We are so scared, and I get why. I'm a therapist. We are so scared to feel. We're scared to feel because we feel like it's going to kill us. We're scared to feel because we never taught how to feel. That is why Scorpio, it is the psychologist. It is the alchemist. It wants us to feel. So Scorpio season, why people are like, I hate Scorpio season, is because you have to fucking feel. And that is uncomfortable. Emotions are not comfortable, but they're not going to kill you. But when you feel them, they kill parts of you off and then transmute those parts, which is funny because literally Scorpio is like death and rebirth. It's because when you feel things, you can let things go and you can rebirth yourself. That is the point of Scorpio season. Okay? That's my spiel on Scorpio. So we have Scorpio season coming the same day that Neptune, October 22nd, Neptune, the planet of spirituality, in the highest vibe. Okay. So Neptune reminds us, oh, we're all spiritual beings down here. Okay, cool. But also Neptune, because it knows we're spiritual beings and because it wants to be interconnected, it also creates illusions and delusions. Okay. Look at the world. How many people believed the rapture was coming? A lot of people. Right? A lot of people are living in spiritual psychosis. A lot of people are living in religious psychosis. A lot of people are living in political psychosis. They have believed things to feel a part of something bigger than them. But it's not real. It's a program. It's a delusion. So basically, since 2012, Neptune has been in Pisces, okay? So for over a decade, Neptune has been in Pisces, feeding this illusion, feeding this fantasy realm, all the things. It recently went into Aries for our very first time in our life over the last few months. And you can see a spike in chaos in the collective, right? But it's been retrograding. Things have been revealed. People have been seeing things very clear. You can take the Charlie Kirk example, right? That opened a lot of people's eyes to, wait, what's really going on down here, right? People were seeing through the illusion of it, the theater of it. They've continued to see through the theater of everything going on down here. And it's starting to see a really big separation of people living in delusion and people seeing things more clearly. I'm just going to leave that there, right? So with Neptune moving back into Pisces, the gap is only going to get clearer. And I could predict that likely something is going to be revved up in this November around the economy, around politics, around something on the global stage that will continue to allow us to see things clearer. So that's going to start the same day Scorpio season starts, okay? Now, I find it interesting that Neptune is going back into Pisces the same day that Scorpio season starts, because a lot of us are living in this delusion because we're too afraid to feel and we're too afraid to see things for what it is because of how it's going to make us feel. Scorpio season, it's time to transform that, right? Like, so I do think a lot is coming for that. Now, that was a really long spiel. The last thing I'll say is on the 26th, Mercury will exactly trine Pluto, and on the 27th, Mercury will exactly trine Saturn. Just what I mean by that is, you know what I was talking about with the new moon? It's time to speak out. It's time to share what you're really feeling. That will have an uptick in the later week. You might feel more confident to actually say the thing you're going to realize over the next few days. But basically, as the week progresses, we are going to feel very emotional and we're going to feel really ready to share. And it's prepping us because Mercury will be going retrograde in November. So the things that we're realizing right now that are coming to light will loop back around in the next few weeks. So really what you need to know about this week is emotions are high, new beginnings in relationships, you're speaking your truth, and likely we need to be watching anything on the world stage that helps us see things more clearly around the corruption, around spiritual psychosis, feeling ungrounded, things like that. People are going to feel a little bit more ungrounded as Neptune moves back into Pisces. So really making sure your spiritual hygiene, your energetic hygiene are being paid attention to. So let's get going on the new moon on what to focus. If you are an Aries rising, you are literally focusing on relationships because Libra is in your 7th house of relationships, themes of all types of relationships, love relationships, business partners, enemies, clients. It is time to be honest with all of them. You really will be divulging a lot of how you perceive your relationships in your life. So get ready for this. Really make sure you're balancing your needs, having the courage to do all of this, okay? If you are a Taurus rising, Libra is in your 6th house, okay? So this is a new beginning for you around your routines, around what you do every single day, around who you interact with every day. Where do you need to be honest with yourself? Where do you need to transform your daily routines? What's outdated? What are you doing every day that's burning you out, that is literally draining your life force, and it's not bringing balance anymore? You need to rebalance your life, and this is going to come from your routines, your health, your wellness, okay? No longer people pleasing, no longer giving your peace away just to keep the balance. There is something about this. It's a everyday thing. And potentially there is someone in your life that there's a power dynamic here that is interacting with how you show up every day. And so by you speaking your truth and really sharing your emotions, you can feel healthier. You can feel energetically better. Okay. If you are a Gemini rising, Libra rules your 5th house. Okay. So on this new moon, it is a time that you are beginning something more creative. You are birthing. Not only are you planting seeds for the new moon, but you're also birthing something into your physical reality. That's the 5th house. It is self-creation, self-expression. There's something in your life that you are here to bring to the world, to communicate to the world. It's really beautiful. It's really driven by your emotions, and potentially you're partnering with someone to bring it into this world. It could be your lover that you're partnering with, or it could just be someone else, but you are bringing a creation into this world. And so really honing in on that. You might not know what it is, but being open to your manifestation list of allowing yourself to create, and how you create is working with other people. Libra, partnership. If you are a Cancer rising, you have Libra in your 4th house. That means there is a new beginning coming for you in your family life, okay? In your home life, in your physical home environment. So you're really here to focus on balancing your home life. You're here to balance the relationships in your home life. Okay. Maybe you have children that you're needing to communicate better with. Maybe it is your partner, or maybe you are single and you are needing to welcome in new energy in your home life. You need to balance things out. I'm not feeling like it's so much you need to clean your house out. I'm feeling like you need to bring beauty into your house. You need to make sure that you love aesthetically. You come home and you love what it looks like so that you can create, right? Because there's a lot of fifth house energy happening for you, but you're not going to be able to get into your creative expression if you don't love where you are. Think about the fourth house is our home because we're out in the world all day and we come home to this coziness space. And so you're needing to really make sure your home life is balanced and it's beautiful and you like it there because Libra does rule aesthetics. If you are a Leo rising, Libra rules your third house. So you are really learning how to communicate better, okay? So you also are doubling up the theme of communication, sharing something. There is something about how you communicate that's really beautiful. People really listen to you. They feel heard by you because Libra does rule your third house. There's this mediator quality about you. I want you to think about it. You're up-leveling this. Okay. There's something that you feel like you can't always share. You have this ability to tap into people's emotions. Okay. So you are very, very intuitive, but you doubt it. You doubt that you can express yourself in that way. And so you don't always share what's on your heart. This is the moment in time you start trusting what's coming up for you. When you have the ping to share it. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm getting through. Like there is something here for you to share. If you are a Virgo rising, you have a second house Libra, and this is a really good financial time for you. And why financially this is a good time for you is because the second house is around your own resources, okay? So oftentimes like your net worth and your self-worth really link together. So if you're doubting your worthiness of calling in abundance, that is what you're working on. You're working on your abundant mindset so that you really can call it in. You're releasing any negative beliefs you have based off of your past in your life of scarcity, trauma, things that have literally impacted the way you think about abundance. You're needing to restructure those mindsets so that you can birth something new. You have Venus, the ruler of Libra. This is technical, also in your second house. Like this is a really good financial time for you. Start new funnels of income. Start doing affirmations every day. There is something around you growing your income right now and releasing toxic money patterns that you've held on to for so long. That's outdated. That is gone. You are calling in the new. You're calling in that money, and money is just energy. So really realizing that we put so much worth on money because we've been programmed to do that. Money is a reflection of your inner world. Okay? If you are a Libra rising, Libra is your first house. It's all about you, baby. What are you birthing in about you? The first house is how you want to show up in the world. It's how you respond to the world. It's the lens you literally wear every single day. Okay? Libra risings respond to other people all the time. They're always thinking about other people, but they're also thinking about themselves because it's mirroring back to them. So on this new moon, I want you to think about you are stepping in to a new level of you. After this eclipse season, you healed so much of your perfectionism. You healed so much self-criticism. And it's this time that you're like, wow, I can honor me. I don't have to live this life of control anymore. I can show up, trust myself, trust I can have boundaries. I don't have to abandon myself anymore. And the more you show up with this fairness and this balance in your life, the more abundance you will just naturally magnetize to you. And people are going to just like see you and be drawn into you. But the only way you can do this is if you remember you, if you remember what you value, if you remember how you want to show up and you're not scared of it anymore. Right? I feel like Libra risings just went through a really, really big release through this eclipse season. And so this is the moment in time that you get to reap the benefits of all of that emotional baggage that you just let go of. So you're showing up a new version, a lighter version of you. If you are a Scorpio rising, Libra rules over your 12th house, okay? So this is a little bit more of a internal new moon for you. This is around your deep unconscious. So this is around things that are things that you're not even aware of swimming around that you need to let go of. Even though it's a new moon, right? It's a new beginning. You're planting new seeds. What I'm feeling for you is you are planting new seeds around how you want to show up in partnership. You are planting new seeds and realizing you are worthy of love, that you deserve love, and you don't have to self-sacrifice for love. It's very 12th house Libra. You self-sabotage through feeling like you have to put yourself in a backseat for love. You don't. You get to be this vulnerable, intimate person. You get to find love that matches that frequency. You're Scorpio rising. You have so much depth to you. And if you're finding these superficial relationships, that's done. You are planting seeds for the love of your life. You are planting seeds for this deepness. Now, if you're married, this is a level that you are re-upping your relationship. You are allowing yourself to grow in relationship. If you are single, you are calling in, again, this very, very deep love. And you're not going to shy away from it anymore. If you are a Sagittarius rising, you are calling in community with this new moon, okay? So it's hitting your 11th house. What 11th house represents is groups of people. It's community, okay? It's friendships. But Libra is like more on one-on-one. So you are likely really focused on either networking with people or calling in friends that align with your, I want to say beliefs, that align with you in general. So it is time for you to find people that mirror back to you what you enjoy. What else is going on? 11th house. I want you to think about your hopes and your dreams, because that's what the 11th house is also about. It's really around manifesting those big, lofty dreams. Plant those seeds now. Okay? Plant those seeds of what you're really calling in, because they want to grow for you, and Libra, other people want to help you accomplish those goals. So maybe you're calling in people that are going to help you with those goals. Then you have Capricorn risings. If you're a Capricorn rising, Libra rules your 10th house. This is career, baby. This is legacy. This is what you're known for. You are planting seeds in your career aspect. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get a new job like this right now, but the seeds are planting now for up to 6 months from now. So if you're looking for a shift in your career, maybe you're needing a promotion. Maybe you're needing to talk to your manager and be honest about something. There is something in your career right now that you are needing to filter through that doesn't feel emotionally aligned anymore. And this is the moment in time that you need to bring balance. It could be you're working too much. You're Capricorn rising, you're a workaholic. And this is the moment in time you're realizing, I don't have to self-sacrifice my home life and my enjoyment for work anymore. You're rebalancing your work dynamic. You're balancing fairness, justice. Maybe there's something happening in your career that's just like not okay, and you can't work for that company anymore unless they bring justice or fairness to you. Maybe there's a pay discrepancy. I don't know. But for Capricorn risings, there's something, either you're trying to manifest a new job, you need to balance your work life, something like that is going on. Yeah. Okay. If you are an Aquarius rising, Libra rules over your 9th house. This is around your belief systems. This is around your spirituality. It's time for you to look into something new. It's time for you to learn something new. And I want you to learn whatever, when you heard that, your intuition, I want you to go after that thing. Like, I want you to read a new book, take a new course. You're an Aquarius rising. You naturally like to learn and always be growing your perception of reality. This is the time to do that. There's feeling like there's this antsiness antsiness for you, that you're needing to investigate something new. You're trying to find something new that you're emotionally attached to. This could be through someone else. You're finding a new mentor, you're finding a new teacher. I don't know, but there's a belief system that needs to be up leveled. There's a belief system that needs to grow. There's just something that just isn't sitting right with you around your spirituality anymore. It's dormant, it's stagnant, and you're laying down the seeds to grow your consciousness right now. And the more you do that, it's actually going to shift your career. It's going to shift what you do in life because you're expanding. So whatever's been weighing in the back of your head of like, I want to study this, or I want to learn this, or I wanted something around expansion, do that. And for my last sign, if you are a Pisces rising, you have Libra ruling your 8th house. Yeah. You have Pisces ruling your 8th house. The 8th house is your shadow. Okay. So this is more of an internal new moon as well. You are really clearing out relationship dynamics that have been toxic for you. This is the beginning of you realizing the imbalances in relationship dynamics that have come about due to your childhood, okay? Due to past traumas. And you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. You've done a lot of healing. You really have. And so you're ready to reap those benefits. The thing is, okay, and so if you're a Pisces rising, you have this hitting your 8th house. And I see two different things with this. Either this is a new beginning for you because you've gone through so much healing recently. You've gone through so much boundary work that you're finally willing and ready for this very deep, loving, romantic relationship. Like you're calling it in, you're ready for that dynamic because of all that past healing that you did around trauma and familial things. And or you're finally ready to be that guide for other people. Because 8th house is the darkness and the sun is there, right now. And so for you, you were wading through the darkness all Libra season and you're ready to be a guide for other people in this area of their life. Like very much one-on-one work. You are a mirror for people. You really can mirror things back to other people. And so either you're starting this journey of being that healer, Pisces rising, or you're finally here to have that romantic relationship that you have been craving for so long. When you have new moons and full moons in the 12th, 8th, and 4th house, a lot of the times it's like a lot of internal work that you have done coming to fruition or beginning. It could be a beginning of a deep journey around love and romance and you feeling like you deserve it as well. Okay. Whew. That was a big astrological dump. Let me know how this landed. Truly, let me know if the themes are spot on. If you're like, I don't know, if you need help interpreting what's my rising sign, again, email me. I will let you know. I will give you your chart and I will let you know what the themes are. So just email me. In the email, you will see a link for the pre-sale of my level 1 astrology course. If you want to learn astrology, if you want to be able to decode this language like I'm doing, everything you need to know about your birth chart, the pre-sale link is live. So this is not the live course that I was talking about. This is totally at your own pace, which is amazing. And if you buy this course, you can come to a monthly study session that I will be hosting for free every month. You can just come ask me questions because you bought the course. I'll also have a link if you want to have a one-on-one session with me so you can learn your birth chart as well. And we will go from there. Check back next Monday for your weekly video newsletter. This one was a big one though, because it is a new moon. So remember, take the themes I just described. Write down what you're wanting to manifest. Write down what you want to call in your life. Take everything I said, meditate on it, journal on it, and whatever comes from your consciousness, trust that, write it down, and watch it grow in your life over the next 6 months to a year. So happy manifesting, and I will see you next week in this newsletter.